Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome Amiibo. Today I kind of have some things to talk about. A letter from Velma and Carlos. So let's trade out a Tia and Carlos. Bam. Ooh, Sahara. We're gonna deal with Sahara first. I do have the money. She has many wallpapers for the papering of walls and many carpets for the petting of cars. We shall travel to my place very swiftly. But, yeah, mostly I'm probably just gonna be rambling about Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, I need to trim my beard. I keep hitting that point where I'm just like, man, I can feel my beard hairs, like, hitting the microphone. And it's like, should probably get it trimmed. 3,000 bells. There you are, Sahara. Now her work begins. But, yeah. I'll probably be talking about some World of Warships tomorrow. But that's because, the second phase of the Star Trek event has started, as of recording this, today. For you guys, yesterday. So, I haven't played it yet. Future needs not this, so we must take it. Our palace is renewed. We must rule it now. Also, I swear, the dog has started to learn when I'm recording too, because he is just going ape up there. Why is it with all the animals and just really wanting cameos? I don't like the wall, but I don't mind the floor. But yeah, also around this time, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Tool is doing a couple festivals. And I mean, for the one that's starting today, like when this video goes live, the one that started today, the 14th, that's Link Xyz. So basically, standard decks. I built Crusadia on desktop. Don't know what I'm gonna play on console, but I'll find something. Can I help you? Let's chat. I like this calls for making chocolate pie later. I mean, you had me at chocolate, lost me at pie. I need to do this little ramble. Can we all just kind of agree that most pie crust is just bad? Like, it doesn't taste good. It actively diminishes the flavor of what you're doing. If you want direct evidence of this, stop and ask yourself, if you were offered apple pie and apple crumble, which would you pick? I'd be willing to bet most of you would pick the apple crumble, even though if you've never made those before, they're basically the same thing except the pie has pie crust. You can make good pie crust, but man, is it not the easiest thing to do. So gotta level the Java, it's becoming mainstream. Take a sip and show me your hip. Is it Saturday? No, it's not Saturday. Is it? No, it's Thursday. KK confusing me over here. But, like, pie crust is just not good. And, like, the pre-made pie crusts, just don't, they're so bad. I don't understand. Like, I forget the recipe, but there was one pie crust recipe I found, like, years ago, that made an okay pie crust. But, like, even then, it's still not as good as just using whatever you were gonna use to make a pie for something better. Like, and I know saying that, there's gonna be some people who are like, man, I like pies. I was like, great. I don't like bland food, I'm sorry. I shouldn't insult an entire category of food like that, but I'm sure most bland foods are pretty okay for people who like bland food. Like, I used to think that it was just like, oh, it's just... It's just the cheap pies that we would get at, like, Christmas and stuff. Like, oh, it's just those have bad crust. But no, as I've experienced more pies, it's just pie crust in general. And it's because there's nothing to add flavor to it. It is there to be a base for the pie. Which does mean, I suppose, if you make your own pie crust, and you go out of your way to add things to it to make it taste better, then it'll probably taste better. But at the same time, if you're gonna go through all that effort to improve the pie crust, to make the pie crust better, why would you not just make a cake or something? You know? Something that doesn't require the pie crust. Like, you're already putting the effort into making something completely different, basically, because you're not exactly making a standard pie crust anymore, you're making a probably superior one. So, why not just make something else entirely? Like, there's nothing stopping you from, say, instead of making a pumpkin pie, making, say, pumpkin squares. Pumpkin fudge. You know. There's plenty of things you can do with that same filling that you would put in the pie, just without the pie crust. Also, I know I started this rambling about Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I got on pie crusts, and can you tell I'm pretty passionate about food. And so you today, S-Train, what's going on? Let's chat. Heard this rumor that the centipede is in right now. Just have to have one. I will do my best. Also, yeah, I definitely need to trim my beard. Jeez, I just felt it get kind of snagged in the microphone. I apologize if you guys can hear that. I would move the microphone further away, but as I've kind of demonstrated it before, I have the microphone where it is, because if I don't, you guys can't really hear me that well. And the game would definitely drown me out a lot more than it already does. So, you know. Which I know I could fix with audio editing, but I'm no audio engineer. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I have figured out settings and rough positions of things to make my audio sound okay. Could it be better? Oh yeah, it could be a lot better. And probably some point through next year it'll get better, because I'm gonna be seeing about saving up some money to get a better microphone, get an actual audio interface. Let's come see Fuchsia. Like, it's gonna take up more space on my desk, which I'm not looking forward to, but I also need a different mic boom. This one has served me well, but it's getting old. Oh, dumpling! This is unexpected. I got nothing to offer you, but hang out if you want, girlfriend. Need something? Wanna chat? The other day, I ate a totally rotten apple. Still not sure how I didn't notice till I ate it. I've lost confidence in my senses. You, on the other hand, think you can bring me a nice fresh apple? And yeah, I can see what I can do. I can see about bringing you an apple. I still love how she has KK Rock. Or Metal. I forget which that is. But that KK song. But yeah, back mentioning Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I feel like what I've done for my my other festival deck on both of my accounts is funny. Though it's funny in a way that playing them in the festival is a lot more fair than playing them out of the festival. So it's basically a no extra deck festival. Hello, Pudge. Are you gonna give me something to ramble about instead of Yu-Gi-Oh? What can I do for you? What's the latest? be a big old gossip, but I heard Fuchsia really I heard that Fuchsia has really ticklish feet. Totally gonna use that to my advantage next time I want something from her. Pudge. No. Don't tickle people's feet without them wanting you to. That's bad. Bad Pudge. But yeah, on console, I built Fluunderies, which, man, that deck really feels like it's missing cards with all of the various things that it had banned. Like, I really wish I could play more than one M-Pen. And, like, I get why you can't. I get it. But man, do I wish you could. I think I've got 2 flats. But, like, I'm playing that on there, and I'm gonna keep tweaking it and make it, you know, better, basically. And on my desktop account, because I have one on the Switch and one on the desktop. Mostly because I was like, wait, hold on a minute, I could just make an account on the Switch, and then use that to, get more entries of my code so I can get more stuff on my main account. And then I was like, wait, hold up, I can use all the starting gems to actually build a competent base of cards. And then I spent all the starting gems trying to build live twins, and the game really just trolled me. It ended up giving me like 7 or 8 copies. I think it was 7, actually. Wait, no, what am I doing here? I don't have all the fossils yet. Hold on, Blathers, I'll be back. It gave me like 7 copies of one of the extra deck monsters, and none of the others. It's really? I need 2, 2, and 3, so, you know, I need 7 ultra rares total. Actually, would that be 7? 4, 3? Yeah, that'd be 7. But you can't just, like, break down an ultra rare and craft another ultra rare. You can only do that if it's a royal rare. And I did get a royal rare of this one, but I'm not breaking that down. It's a royal rare. Shit, 2 of the same thing, a sunset tank. Alright, I'm not gonna wear it, but I'll take it, I guess. I mean, you could. I'm probably not going to use or wear the stuff. Velma! Oh, there's a dig spot right there. Something you wanted? Let's chat. I guess I when an old memory resurfaces. Man, Velma's always thinking of memories. I feel that. I really feel that. Nose is itchy. But, But yeah, I've built Fluunderies on the console, not on desktop. I built True Draco. So basically, one Floodgate deck on one account, and another Floodgate deck on the other account. I am very much, though, I am a Monarch player. It's one of my favorite decks. It's literally the first deck I built in Master Duel was a janky Monarch deck. Especially after seeing that there was a Monarch structure deck in the story mode, well, solo mode. I was like, yeah, I'll do Monarchs, because that'll probably contain most of the cards I need. It didn't. That had, like, nothing. That structure deck is awful. Also, wow, I have not found... I only found 2 fossils. So my nose is really itchy, and I don't know why. Where haven't I been? Well, I haven't been over here. Got another mush stool. Another mush stool from the Wahoo Man himself. Okay, I need to get Fuchsia her apple. Where do I have apples in town? That is the question. That's cherries. That's oranges. That's probably a fossil. Nope, that's bamboo. That's probably a fossil, though. Yes. I mean, this close to a tree, it could have also been a rare mushroom. So I'm only missing one fossil now. I can take missing one. Those are all cherries. Apples! Apple, apple, apple. Gonna stack those two, leave the other one unstacked, get the shovel back out. Maybe it's like behind my house. They like spawning back here. I really need to finish getting this filled in with flowers. Honestly, what I should do is just keep watering these ones so I can get more of these. Okay, let's go give Fuchsia this apple. While I keep an eye out for fossils. But yeah, like, if you're gonna offer me a no extra deck festival, I'm gonna play the decks I know don't use an extra deck. The problem with that is they've banned all of the floodgates that are around that, except the ones that don't matter, so, you know. I brought you an apple. Bam. Big ol' apple. Oh, delish. Such a good apple. Can't stop yelling. I have to give you something nice in return, or the world will be uneven. Here, have this. Furniture. Hey, this is from my secret alpine bed stash. Why would you have a stash of alpine beds and not be using one? You don't have a bed, Fuchsia. You do indeed have a big empty space in your house, though. You could definitely fit a bed in there. But, like, the Monarch's Erupt is banned from the festival. The Monarch's Erupt is not banned normally. So, I have two versions of the True Draco deck. One for the festival and one just for playing around with. Because I do like that playstyle. Like, and I know that kind of playstyle is very contentious, because there's some people that see it as very degenerate, because basically what the Monarch's Erupt does is if you have no cards in your extra deck, and are the only and control a, last night I dreamed I had to take part in an epic water skiing session inside a sauna. It's totally overheating. When you showed up and saved me by dumping a bucket of water on me. Since you saved me, I got you an MVP tee. Aww. That's so sweet. Thank you, Pudge. But, the Monarch's Erupt, if you control a tribute monster and have no cards in your extra deck, it just negates the effects of all monsters on the field that are not tribute monsters. So basically, you play it in a deck that's built around tribute summoning, and you floodgate your opponent. They can't do anything because your opponent probably isn't playing a deck around tribute summoning. What's going on? I want to chat. I'm a big fan of fairy tales, but I always forget the endings. Can you help me remember one? What did the nasty evil witch give to the beautiful princess? Poison apple. Poison apple? You sure about that? Well, I bet you're right. Then she got to take a long nap, but some random prince woke her up with a kiss. Ew. Yeah, this is pretty ew. Like, I can't imagine kissing someone I don't know. Like, that just... I'd have to know them first, so, like... Princess is staying asleep. But yeah, because of how Monarch's Erupt works, it's not even a floodgate that every deck that Tribute summons can play either. Like, Fluundereeze cannot play it. They need their normal summons to have effects on the field. Like, if Robina can't activate, Flu can't do their combo. Monarch's Erupt says Robina can't activate. So, you know. I will say, from messing around with Fluundereeze, I feel like I'm missing something. Because, like, it was a meta deck. I get that. But, like, other than make M-Pen, what does it do? Like, I don't see how it was meta. That's where I'm at. And, like, I get there's some of its cards banned. There's some of its cards that aren't playable in the festival, but those are cards that aren't played in the builds of Flu that are still being played. So, like, I don't get it? It's weird. Yawning. And, like, I know they played a lot of Floodgates. I do know that. Mostly because, like, they play exclusively Winged Beasts. So they can play, Rivalry of Warlords pretty easily. That was my tongue not moving, by the way. It happens from time to time. It's the fun part of being tongue-tied. Sometimes your tongue just goes, no. And you just have to deal with it. So if I ever, like, do that and not notice, it's because in my head, I know what I was saying. And my brain is just like, yeah, we said that right. Totally. Love being tongue-tied. I'm, like, pretty extremely tongue-tied, too. To the point where literally the shape of my tongue was changed from being tongue-tied. I have had my coffee. He's probably not going to be down here, but let's do a Gulliver check. But, like, I really need to, like, figure out what I'm missing when it comes to Flu. Because I really do feel like I'm missing something. It can't just be that they avoid Max C as for why they were so good. Like, Tia's on the beach. Like, I don't get it at all. It really feels like I'm definitely missing something. I know one thing I'm not playing, mostly because I just don't have the UR points currently on the console, is I think it's Mist Valley Apex Avian. The winged beast that can return itself to the hand to basically negate something. Which, I know that would probably improve things a bit and add to the end board. But, like, man, there's, like, some of the builds I was seeing aren't even playing that. So, like, I don't get it. They do have extra decks, though. So they probably do extra deck plays when they can. Because a lot of the Flus say you can't special summon. So, you know, kinda puts a damper on that one. But yeah, I don't know much of what else to talk about. So I think I might just end things off here because, yeah, we had a decent little episode. I know most of these episodes have just been like me doing the daily routine while talking about something else. I mean, today it was mostly Pie Crust and Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, it was entirely Pie Crust and Yu-Gi-Oh! I think. But, like, you gotta remember, we are over 300 days into this series. I do still want to do another public work project. I just don't know where to put it. I'm still thinking on that. So if you guys have any, like, suggestions or ideas of things you would like to see me do in the town, let me know. So, yeah. With that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then! And now in this end card, I'd like to ask, if you liked the video, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you subscribe? That'd all mean a lot. Thanks a bunch.